Audio rolling. John.
Live on YouTube.
John the Crapper.
John. So it's not meticulous John no more. Ah! John the Crapper, that's crazy.
So let's stick with the first one.
Meticulous J? Okay, MJ for short.
All right, rolling on live on Instagram.
Live
What
on
up?
YouTube.
What up, live? What up, chat? What is
We're
going
all ready
on?
to go. You're watching.
Introduce yourself, man.
We're good.
Hey, it's your girl Angie A. Love, sitting here in this amazing time right now, y'all. And behind the scenes, guess what, y'all? See what I'm doing? We're doing radio, Urban Grind Radio, y'all. Tune in. Got a lot to discuss. We got special guests, a lot of different topics to talk about. Get ready, y'all.
All right, guys, we all good? We comfortable?
Yep.
Mr. We comfortable? You good?
I'm good, bro. Yeah, you know, y'all be wanting me to shut up. They be wanting me to shut up.
No.
You
They be wanting me to shut up.
blow. Go with
I
the
don't
flow.
like
We're good.
All right, all cell phone silence, and we'll begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What up, world? You locked in Urban Grind Radio, 28-time award-winning roar show, blasting from Chicago to Phoenix, all the way across the pond in London.
We got the amazing all-star DJ Showtime on the ones and twos, UrbanGrindRadio.com for archives and exclusive mixes. Let's get into it.
Yeah. So you're locked in Urban Grind Radio, the voice of our culture right now. Today we got special ghost who's been cracking up the audience all over decades. Based out of Chicago, he's featured at clubs across from Zanny's to the Comedy Store and comedy specials like Not Like the Sauce. It's streaming now on Dry Bar Comedy. Please welcome Raghu, my man, Not Like the Sauce.
Raghu, it's
Thank you,
great
guys.
to have you. So
Thank you.
let's get into it.
So, you've been on this comedy journey since 2010, so that's 15 years in the game, right?
Yeah.
What was your first set like, and what type of reaction you got, and was that the action that you expected coming from the crowd?
Yeah, so my very first set was an open mic in 2010. It was actually interesting because it wasn't an actual like comedy open mic. They had other artists there. So it was almost like a variety, but comedy, there were comics. So I thought I'd try out my, 5-minute set. I got a pretty good reaction, but then it just went, downhill for a bit from like your first set can always like go pretty good. But then when you're actually in a mic that's actual comedians, that's when the real reality starts of like being a comic.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So, like, a lot of people don't realize that 5 minutes is a long time to be on stage telling jokes. Like, how do you get to your 5 minutes?
Okay, so there's a thing called Type 5, which you always try to get. That's your first goal in comedy. That's your 5 minutes of the jokes that are solid and that'll always get a laugh. And so let's say it's almost like if you were in an elevator with somebody and they said, hey, quick, give me your 5-minute set. You got to know exactly what those jokes are. That's called the Type 5. So that's what you're achieving. So you need to know, the lineup of
Sounds
what
like
you're talking about.
As they call it in the work world, like elevator speech. Or
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You have
exactly.
your stuff already ready pretty much.
So and then from the Type 5, you just kind of branch off, like, write more and just go from there.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. See, Chicago has like a rich comedy scene.
Yeah.
So, quick question. Who are some of your local comedians that inspired you, or anyone that you can think of that you may have inspired you even growing up, comedians?
Yeah, so locally, because I started comedy in Chicago, but I didn't know a lot of the local comics when I was starting out. But I do, if you, talk about the bigger comics, Jerry Seinfeld was a big influence, Jim Gaffigan, Ray Romano. Like, I do clean comedy, so I'm a, Family Guy. Like so I get drawn to comedians who talk about families. But I have favorite comedians. I mean, all over, like George Carlin, go back in the day, like Richard Pryor and, all the greats.
That's
So,
good.
Okay.
He's naming
Yeah.
them,
So
right?
you got to talk about them because they
Yes.
started it all.
Exactly. They're the ones that opened
They
the doors.
they broke up that whole thing where now comedians can really talk about whatever they want.
Exactly.
So
Okay, so
yeah,
as you're doing comedy, right? Your first few gigs,
yeah.
you're finding your voice, man. So how did you know when you found your comedic voice?
So a lot of my comedy I draw from my life.
Mhm.
So what really helped was the comics that I mentioned, where I gravitate towards. That helped a lot because then I can study them. And it's like, for instance, Jim Gaffigan, how does he talk about his kids? Like, obviously what he, talks about isn't what I talk about.
Right.
That's his life, and I talk about my life. But there are things that you pick up about, let's say when you're telling a story or when you're doing the setup punchline, there are things that you study and you work off of, like skills that you learn. So. Yeah, so that helped a lot, and like finding my voice. I already knew that I was going to be a clean comic.
Mhm.
So what that means is, I get a little edgy, but it's still clean.
Right.
So I can work anywhere basically. So that's kind of what I went for, and so I just kind of, stayed on that path.
It's all about staying employable.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Exactly. So you've obviously performed everywhere from intimate clubs
Yeah.
to major stages. So how do you prepare yourself when you do have a comedy event, whether it's something
Yeah.
local, whether it's out of town? Like, what do you do to prepare?
So one of the things is, the audiences are going to change, of course, but there's different types of audiences. Like, for instance, a lot of times I'll have an all-Indian audience because the lineup might have all-Indian comics. I do private events, so like a lot of people recommend me to Indian parties. So there's a certain kind of material you have to bring, include a lot of the Indian stuff,
Yeah.
Then you go to, like, let's say an all-black audience, which is one of those audiences I'm really trying to,
Right.
really break into. But, they're a lot of fun. So so there's a certain kind of preparation for that, And how I do that is kind of study and ask around. Especially my early on, these are the questions I would ask. It's like, hey, how do you approach an audience that you've never worked with before? So, and that's a great thing about Chicago is you get a lot of help. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
We're very helpful.
Yeah.
Hey, more than you want us to be.
Yeah.
So we getting ready to take a quick break, man. We're chopping it up with comedian Raghu, and this conversation is just getting started, man. We'll be right back after this short break, brought to you by Vault Energy Drink. Ignite the charge and fuel the grind. Don't go anywhere. You're tuning to Urban Grind Radio.
Good job getting that right. Ignite the charge and feel the grind.
It was on the paper. Pow pow.
Answers are making sense. Sometimes I can ramble. So.
Yeah. No, you was perfect. You was perfect. Hey, John came in right as I was gonna read the transition anyway. Hey, John, you the meticulous. Let's give it up for meticulous John, everybody. Come on.
Yes.
All right. Are we looking?
Ready?
I'm ready. Camera's good.
Okay. All right.
All right, then. That's the case. Get back in. Part 2. Coming back in 5,
Let's bring
4,
this back in.
3, 2, 1.
So we're chopping it up with comedian Raghu, and this conversation is just getting started, y'all. So got a couple little peeks
All
that I
right.
need to dig in
Okay.
to get to know you a little bit better in your history
Yeah.
and where you come from and all
Yeah.
of that good stuff, right?
Right.
So, curiosity, a lot of comedy touches family
Yeah.
and cultural experiences.
Yeah.
Do you find what makes material more universal, or does that conversation make people weren't expecting to laugh about?
Yeah, so comedy, I like it when comedy is universal, of course. Like, you can bring it to any audience. Like, for instance, I do a lot of comedy on my marriage and kids, and there's a lot of people with families out there.
Mhm.
You know, and then one of the things I've learned is I might have a younger audience sometimes, but I started when I'm married, right?
Ooh.
But that's when I got to dig into my single life and bring out material from there. So, so yeah, I draw a lot from my life and use those experiences, and it's kind of helped me a lot.
Do you
And
find it
as
any
you-
difference from the younger audience, even to the older audience?
Oh yeah. You know, and you kind of like when you do a show and you got a lineup of comics, and you know you can kind of read the audience based off of what are they laughing at, what are they now. Kind of the tough things is if an audience is really loving the dirty stuff,
Uh-oh.
but then I get up there with my Ray Romano, I get scared because I'm like, how are they gonna, you know? So perfect example, I did a show. What was it? It was near Governor State, you know, College, or
Yeah.
I think it's in like St. Charles or somewhere.
I think so.
Yeah, so there was a coffee shop near there that did shows, but that place drew all students. So, but surprisingly, like I go in there and I do my regular material, and for some reason I did really well. And these are kids. These are like, I don't know, 18, 19-year-olds. Like they're college students.
Yeah.
So I walk in there, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. You know, people are smoking weed. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I had a fun time. So sometimes it is surprising when you take your material to an audience that you think they're not gonna like, but they enjoy
Especially
it. So,
connecting with the
yeah.
younger audience, because
Yeah.
I think they're more
Yeah.
critical and harder, if
Oh, yeah.
anything,
It had to
because
be
they
totally
are
honest.
younger.
Oh yeah.
It had to be totally unexpected that
Yeah.
they was getting those jokes, but
And it's also city versus suburbs.
exactly.
Like you do shows, like I do a lot of shows around the burbs, and you get an older audience.
Yeah.
Like you'll get from like 30s to like 60s, sometimes even 70s, right? And they're really easy to reach because they have kids, or they have they're married for a long time and all that. Then when you go into the city, you'll get younger professionals, but you will still have couples. That's why comics want to read the audience and go, all right, clap it up if you're married out there, you know? So you get a,
You do
You
get
get a
that
read
kind
on
of,
top.
Yep.
yeah,
The single folks, all
exactly,
of
yeah.
that.
Give it
Yep.
up.
What's
That's all
up?
my
Yeah,
single,
who's
yeah.
single out there, you know?
Right. Okay. Okay.
So
okay.
you know who's out there.
So like that's I guess that's coming from the grind you put in, right?
Yeah.
So speaking of the grind,
Yeah.
like what are those behind the scene moments that
Sure.
that you didn't expect, but you got an awesome story to tell behind it?
Oh yeah, so a lot of shows you'll do during the week, because weekend gigs, those are the ones that producers are booking. They're paying audience, but there are a lot of showcases, right? So you'll do a random Tuesday night somewhere at a bar. It might be like 10, 12, even less, So these are the kind of environments like you have to really push through. Like this, you got to treat every show like it's the show. Like put in your 100%. It doesn't matter, because I mean, I've seen, sometimes, especially newer comics will get frustrated. Like, oh my God, I can't believe there are only like 5 people in here, or, or they'll try to avoid shows. But the thing is, especially when you're starting out, you want to take every opportunity you get because it's stage time.
Exactly.
Right? So stage time is so important. Like every single time that you get an opportunity, just take it. And it's tough. It's tough. Like the grind, it's not easy for any artist, right? Like music, anything. So one of the things is just stick with it, It can be frustrating, or things can change on you. They could be like, you were supposed to do a 15-minute set, but then it turns out you only have 8 minutes because they added a few more comics.
Right. You just gotta
So the
make
show-
the best of what it is.
So they added more
Much,
comics,
you
and
have
now
to.
so that's the other thing is go with the flow, because changes come with the business. So.
Absolutely. So you've been on legendary stages like Caroline's on
Yeah.
Broadway and Hollywood Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
Do you ever still get like nervous, even like right now, before you get on set?
So yeah, so I've done Hollywood once. It was a show that called Chocolate Sundays. They do it every Sunday, and it's waitlisted. So it took me some comics. It takes you're not going to go on for 3 years. Mine took like less than a year, but yeah, they have a wait list for that show. So it was a show that's very sought after, and I was very proud to be on it.
Sweet.
But
I
did like just I think it was like a 3-minute set or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, these stages can really, the first time you do them, and even now, like when I get on Laugh Factory stage every now and then, like it can, the first initial, like when you're walking up there.
Yeah.
But a friend of mine, a long time ago, he's in the music industry, and he told me one thing. He said, before you get on there, take a deep breath.
I think
then
that's
get
what
on there.
anything you do.
So I still do it. I still do it, and it kind of helps me.
Okay.
And then I remember the first word for my first joke. And then,
Okay.
Yes.
All right, man, that is a lot to take in, man. You got some awesome, amazing stories, man. So for the listeners who want to keep up with you, where can they stream you? Where can they stream special? Where can they find you, man?
So I'm on Instagram at RRA Comic. You can find me on Facebook, Raghu Adibatla, and then my Dry Bar special is on Dry Bar Comedy.
Okay.
Add the comedy because I told my family one time, go to drybar.com and it takes you to the hair dryers. So they get on there, they're like, hey, there's a bunch of hair dryers and hair stuff here. What's going on? No, drybarcomedy.com. It's like Netflix for clean comedy out of Utah. So I'm on there. It's called Not Like the Sauce.
Okay. Now, I like that. So I'm your boy, Sinister the Entertainer, a.k.a. Sinister the CEO, the big one, not the little one. I'm here with my very special co-host.
Angie A. Love.
And we've been here with Raghu, not like the sauce, man. Let's give it up, man. It's UrbanGrind Radio. All right, so finished, but we still do the outro, John. We don't need the
Hold on a minute.
we don't need the camera. You good?
Hope they ain't hear it on the thing.
And then are they doing the segment?
We do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We can skip this, right? Or wait.
yeah. No, I skipped it because we ran out of time. My bad.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to try to steal your thing. I was
No,
just,
it's
John
fine.
came over there twice. The second time, he get to kicking furniture and shit. No, they gonna do money. They doing money. Oh, the outro. What you thinking, Wally? Y'all,
That doesn't make sense.
All right, so we close out. Then they gonna do their segment as we close out we closing out his show.
Okay.
We gotta close out his show.
Okay.
All right.
All right, bet.
All right.
All right, audio only, right?
So we close out. You gonna start right there.
All right, Raghu, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for pulling up to Urban Grind Radio.
Thank you.
And you're always welcome. It's
Always.
family. It's home here. We would love to have you back anytime.
Man, so family, make sure you go check out Not Like the Sauce on Dry Bar Comedy and Raghu, and follow Raghu on social media and catch his upcoming shows. You're tuning to Urban Grind Radio, powered by Vault and Drink. We'll be right back after this. All right.
How you feel?
Awesome.
Feel all right?
Yeah, so cool. It was
That
a lot
was
of fun.
good. Coming up there. Making money.
Okay.
Making money with music. Okay.
Okay. For sure, you're right.
It was a written there.
I got you, bro.
Estás en la mezcla con DJ Express. These songs are good.
She said she ready to pull you. I get that off me. I'm gonna put on the pull. I'm on my way. I'm going back. I'm on my way. I'm going back. $1,000 on the knee. Another 50,000 on my wrist. With rich. Have pressure back. I'm trying to get him out. Me and my dog, trying to run your house. You want them bricks, you want them money. Follow the count. I can't be little bitty, but it be running my
But they already got it here anyway.
30,000 in my bed, cocaine all in my bed. I don't take drugs no more, baby mama tripping about it. I'm just trying to take care of my kid. I've been in the trenches getting red. I don't know nothing with it, that's my dog. That's my dog, so that's my dog, me and my dog, two in a row, me and my dog, two in a row, she said she ready to pull, get that off.
Still I'm moving on my way. They trying to keep up, so they stalk on my page. Trying to get saved.
And I'll tell the story in a little bit. The reason why I was inspired to do this story is I had this is a feature article I wrote for Electronic Musician many years ago. The part that we're here to talk about is how to make money from it. Like, the better you do it, of course, the more you can actually make from it on the other side of it. Like, the way that I often like to talk about this, we're still warming up for the whole thing.
Okay.
So it's not even live, but the way I like to talk about this, it's like if you were your business manager, yeah, and I'm live too. Like hey YouTube, hello Instagram. You're the manager. Your job is to constantly ask the question, how do I make money from this? And it's not just because you're a capitalist or not because you're money grubbing or anything. It's just your job. Your job is to actually try and make money from that part of your career. When we talk about social media, there's doing it well, but there's also making money from it. So the angle that we're going to talk about, the title of this segment is How to Make Money from Your Social Media from 1 to 1 Million Fans.
Mm.
Yes. Great idea. Because I'm facing this way. I'm this way. Hey, doing a mic check. Hey, how to make money off your social media from 1 to 1 million. How am I doing on the mic? I'm good.
Rob, you
right.
want to check me?
I'll do the rest when you're doing it,
Okay.
and I'll leave room for you guys to comment and do things in between.
All right.
All
Tapping
right.
It's your guy Wally, aka Mr. Music is My Business. Welcome to Urban Grind Radio. Let's get it.
Girl, Angie, a love. We get ready.
Angie.
Good.
Angie smart. She applied for one position and come and got her another spot. How you do it?
This how it
Got a
works.
network in this
Got a
business,
Oh.
y'all.
Just a touch.
She was kicking down the door. I had to
Am I
let her
good?
in.
Yeah, you're good.
She was beating on the door. So I was like, all right, just let her in. Put her on the air. See how it goes. You're doing great. You're doing great today.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love the energy.
This won't be the last, y'all. Get
That's
ready.
it. She claimed
right.
it.
Behind the camera,
Behind the grind.
behind the grind.
Yes. So,
So
if
this-
people are
yeah.
they're just tapping in with us. Urban Grind Radio is available 7 days a week.
We're good.
Plays every single day from Phoenix, Arizona to London, England. Check out our Instagram at UrbanGrindTV.
Yes, we good?
See the show times and dates. that we're
All
playing.
around the
stations.
Right.
world.
Around the world.
Internationally syndicated.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
we
right.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
All right,
good.
Everybody make sure y'all cell phone silence. No rolling chairs.
Am I good, John? My position good?
Staying still. I'm still. All right.
Am I-
We gotta be
am I good,
robotic,
John?
y'all.
John.
Okay. All right.
All right, y'all.
Where I'm sitting's good?
Okay.
Am I good where I'm sitting?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, then. If that's the case, audio is rolling, and we'll begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. It's your guy Wally, aka Mr. Music is My Business. And welcome back to Urban Grind Radio.
And you got your girl, Angie A. Love.
And this is Randy Churko, author of Making Money with Music. And we're here to do another Behind the Grind. Is that right?
That's right. It's making money with music today.
Making Money with Music. We're going to do another segment on this. And this one's really of interest to everybody, not just musicians. So maybe call Making Money with Music, but whether you are creative, whatever kind of following you have, if you have social media, the title of this one is How to Make Money Off Your Social Media from 1 to 1 million fans.
One fan.
Even
literally.
if you have one follower and, well, assuming it's not just your mom. I mean, your
Okay.
mom should follow you.
That's interesting.
Shout
Say
out to
two.
moms.
Maybe I should say 2 to
Two.
1 million
Mom
fans.
and dad.
2? Okay, 2. We got to stick with 2 then.
All right, we got a pair.
I'm going to say that. No, you can actually start making money from it. The reason why I'm talking about this is I was just talking to somebody out in Tennessee, in Nashville, and talking about doing affiliate sales, which was another topic that you and I covered another time.
That's right.
Now, affiliate sales, the way they work, just to catch you up, Angie, is that you set up a link, and then when you set up these special links, you actually get a cut if fans buy something from it. It's a special kind of relationship. Very easy to do. You can set it up on Amazon. So any Amazon page, you send people to it. Even if they don't buy it and they buy something else, you get a cut of whatever they buy. Really, really powerful method. Very cool. Can't get into how that works now, except to the fact that if you put a link in your social media, you can make money off of that. And that means even if you've got one fan, but your one fan loves you a whole lot, and they decide to, let's say if you make a link to a big screen television and they buy it, you'd actually get a cut of that, some percentage of that, like 3, 5%, sometimes as much as 10% on some affiliate programs. And this particular artist that we're talking about, she had something like 300,000 followers and wasn't really making any money off her social media. So let's talk about it from 1 to 1 million fans. The first group that we're going to talk about is the first 1,000 followers you have. We just talked about affiliate links. So that's available. You can put them in there. A lot of times, actually, there are some accounts that do very well with under 1,000 because they have a very core set of followers. Angie, we were talking earlier about like engagement.
Okay, yes.
That's the whole key.
That's the big thing.
And I'm sure you know how to do it really well because you've got a lot of personality, right? Do you tease your fans all the time?
Oh, I do. And you got to stay active. That's the thing.
That's
You got to stay active.
absolutely the
Keep
case.
posting. Keep them, guessing. What else? Keep them interested, basically.
Keep them interested.
Yes.
And then once you do that, you can actually filter and post about your shows. You can filter and post about your merchandise. These affiliate links we're talking about, you could be using it the whole time. And naturally, you can start making ad share for videos if you're talking about social media with videos. So that all comes in. You can do all of that up to 1,000 fans. So just because you're starting out doesn't mean that you can't actually start making money from it. Now, we were talking right before the break, and those on YouTube and on live heard what we were talking about.
You can hear this right now.
Yeah, they're here right now. Hey,
Hey,
hey, everybody. Is like what you can do when you're starting out is put on the manager hat and just also ask the question, not did I entertain people, but can I make money from this? And because that's your job, that's the manager's job to do that. So what happens at 1,000 followers to, let's say, 5,000? At that point, actually, there are promotion services out there that'll be interested in your social media. So these places out there like FameBit and Snips, SNI.ps, and things like that, there's a whole bunch of them out there, will actually sign up to actually put in sponsored posts inside of your social media. Now, you've got to be comfortable with that. Not everybody.
So they do the placement for you. They're going to just post things.
They will find the advertisers that want to put things in your social media. You can specify when you talk to them what kinds of brands you want to associate with, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
But once you hit that point, then because you've hit that level of following, they actually start paying for those posts to get in there.
You know, I think it's amazing. What I always kind of think about people, I say, look, let's say that the video you dropped today's got 200 plays, 200 people, and you got the affiliates reaching 200, right?
Yes.
But let's say that 15 videos down the line, now you've got 400,000 followers. That affiliate link that you set up and you had your business together already, they're gonna go back and watch that episode, right?
That's right.
And now instead of the 200 people you had originally, now you've got 400,000 or 100,000 people going back and revisiting that content.
Absolutely.
Isn't that the beautiful thing about digital media? It's not going to get old. It's reusable.
Yes.
And it's going to go forever. So there is no wasted content 1 to 1,000. I think that's one of the things I got excited about, because you see at different stages as your engagement grows and as people connect, it's like you might not get it on the first initial launch, but 6 months down the line, you might pick up all the traffic.
No, the guest that was just sitting in the chair that I'm sitting in now said, you know, when you get up on stage, Raghu was talking about it. When you get up on stage, no matter how many people you have in the audience, whatever you've got set up, you've got to leave it all on the stage and give it all. And the same thing is true of social media, because don't think just because you have a small audience that it's not going to actually take you places. There could be somebody really, really connected that's watching what you're doing.
I said they all watching, to be honest.
Absolutely.
They're watching. They may not like, but believe me, they're watching.
They're watching for sure.
They are.
And you know what? It's hard. You put yourself out there, you're kind of making yourself vulnerable. That's a tough thing.
Yeah.
But the aspect of it where you have to do it anyway, which is one of your themes, Wally. Like, you've always been good. It's like, I'm just going to go. Let's go do it. But you've always made it happen. There's something about actually getting the reps in to do it. When you hit the next level of social media up to about, let's say, 10,000 followers, now you can start hitting regional sponsorships. So now you can actually, if you're a Chicago artist of some sort, like let's say you're a Chicago comedian, you can actually start talking to local Chicago businesses, and they actually might be interested because you're up there a lot, and you can actually bring them business. If it's a local pizza place, or hot dog place, or something like that. So if that makes sense, you can do that. You can also do affiliate sponsorships. Once you get beyond 10,000 to, let's say, 1 million, now you're getting to the point where there are companies that will literally pay you to like things, because the fans will notice the likes. And those are direct relationship type of businesses. So like, we're no longer talking about going to a website and just saying, well, I have this following, help me monetize this and bring me people. You can talk direct to major brands at that point and actually get them to pay you like a certain amount of money to do likes, to actually do sponsored posts, to do product placement, like we've got right here with the Volt and all kinds of things like that. So it graduates up, but it actually starts from the very first follower that you have.
Amazing. So like the key is to set up your business, right? Optimize and monetize, Randy? Like,
That's right. And actually, before you do it, and this is very closely related to what we talked about last, making money with music, you have to be able to take money to be able to make money. So part of this is you have to have a bank account that you can actually send stuff to, because very often they have to do it. You have to make invoices. As soon as you start doing businesses, they're going to say, send me an invoice. Same thing is true, like every sponsor you get. And then once you do that, you can start optimizing for it and seeing if your posts get more engagement And like the ones that actually are tied in with, let's say, a product, and you're doing something like that, which ones get the most? If you get a lot of engagement, guess what? That sponsor will actually sponsor you for even more, make more off of it. Make everybody happy when you do that. The whole point of all this, I want to be really, really clear, and this is something that I have no doubt that you know a lot about, is you have to be authentic to yourself and to your message and to your personality. You take something and you just start like holding up the cans and start talking about what you're doing. If that doesn't fit, it's actually not going to work. You're going
and people can tell when you just basically just advertising a product, especially if they follow you, they know like what you normally post.
It's not authentic.
So well, she getting paid or she just doing this for, you know what I mean? It's out of the ordinary, basically.
And it'll turn them off. I mean, like they'll stop following you if they don't start liking it. But if you do it right and it's authentic to you, and it's authentic, I like to call it to your persona, not just a brand, because it's a person. But it's I want to keep saying this. We've got a whole chapter in this book about this on building a persona. A persona helps you build a brand, but a persona is not a fake you. It's just the you that you decide to put out there. Right? It's sort of like the facade on a house. It's like the part that they can see. Or if it's a stage, it's the stuff that's front of stage, not backstage. There might be a ton of stuff backstage. You might have all these props. You don't need to pull them all out on every show. You pull out the things that actually matter to the audience. Just like I know Raghu was talking about the fact that he only pulls out certain jokes depending on who the audience is.
Right.
So all this comes together with, if you're going to try and make money off of your social media, the same thing is true. You may actually say, well, I know that I could get a sponsorship from this, but it just doesn't fit very well to actually advertise this particular product or that one.
See, and I think what people need to know is you literally said 1 to 1,000. So if you're listening, you got 3, 4, 5, 600. Just get out and do it, right? Get started. And again, what's a site they can get started if they want to tap in?
Well, in a lot of ways, it's like the way that you want to think about it is if you can check out our YouTube channel and check out the segment that we did on affiliate sales and try and get a feel for that. The best way to do that is just get started with affiliates. Really, that'll help you across the board on everything you do. So if you go to Amazon Associates, search that, cj.com, Rakuten.com, I think it's marketing.rakuten.com nowadays, share a sale, and actually Impact is one of the bigger ones right now. There's some like 7,000 or 8,000 brands on it that you can associate with. This costs you $0. It just takes a little time. You usually have to write up, here's what my channel's all about. You know, here's what my YouTube channel is. Here's what my social media is. Here's like, what kind of things do you cover on your social media, for example?
So mine is a lot of public speaking, coaching models, stuff like that, fashion.
Yeah.
A lot of that, yeah.
Yeah, so that description that you have is what you actually have to give to the affiliates to get them interested. Now, it's really easy to use AI to help you write these things. There's no problem doing that. Actually, it does a really good job of writing it. You don't have to like write a ton of stuff. But knowing what that is, that will attract certain advertisers to say, yeah, okay, I want to go with you and partner with you. Because you have to convince them after you get on the platform. Once you do, you start getting these links that you can make money if people click on them.
And you got to use them.
That's how that works.
You can't just get them, though. You got to use them. You got to put them in there and constantly put them in people's faces, right?
Oh, constantly. In fact, I mean, what I recommend, this is just a little practical point. It sounds like it's stupid to mention it, or it sounds like, why would you do that? But you literally just make a little like Google Sheets or like spreadsheet or just a document, and you make these affiliate links. You'll look up how to do it and you can figure it out, and then have them ready to cut and paste into your social media. So it's really easy for you. Like, make it easy. What people don't understand is that each of those links equals $signs or, you know, euros if you're in Europe, since we've got some people, or pound symbols if you're out in UK, because I know we got listeners out there. So like for all these things, it's actually something to put in. And I keep telling this to artists, it's like the money part shouldn't scare you. It actually, if you do it right, it will blend very nicely with everything else. There's a lot of groups and artists out there and creatives that actually blend things well without turning people off. And you can do it. Now, if you've got a persona that's incredibly like anti-capitalist, anti-money, anti-everything else, I could see that. You might be able to do T-shirts anyway. It's the ironic thing. You do it the right way.
But you got to invest in yourself, with time and energy and money,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
All of the above, and like to the extent that you can align it with something that people who want to pay you to actually either sponsor their message or help them get sales that are, like I said, authentic to what you've got going on, you're going to do better, and you're going to actually keep your creative business, if you're a creative entrepreneur at that point, sustainable. That's what the goal is.
Amazing. That's making money with music right there.
Exactly.
1 to 1,000. Randy, if they want to pick up more stuff, they want to tap in more tips, I know they can check out the UrbanGrindTV YouTube channel, but if they want to get the book, where can they get the book at?
Yeah, they can get the book at makingmoneywithmusic.com. You can go there, and it's with a major publisher. I think that's the biggest irony. My band is independent. We have our own label, but when it comes to the book, we're with St. Martin's Press. It's part of Macmillan. And so you can get it at fine bookstores everywhere, Amazon, anywhere you can find books. And if you go to ccelearn.org, that's the not-for-profit that I'm with right now. So it's something that has a full set of courses. One of the courses actually talks about social media and how to monetize it. And another one talks about how to do affiliates top to bottom.
Man, that's amazing. We can't wait. You gotta come back.
Definitely.
And we're gonna do another Making Money with Music.
I've got a ton. If we try and get through them all, it would probably take about a year. So I'll keep coming back.
We got the time. We're 16
Get a little
in.
sample, y'all.
Angie, hey, where can we find you at? People want to tap in, hear about what you got happening. Where can they find you?
Facebook, Angie space A Love. Instagram, A.love_1 diva.
Amazing.
Nice.
And you did great today. Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a pleasure having you here.
Hanging out with us.
Just me,
Yes,
y'all.
it's
I'm
your
just
guy.
me.
Wally, aka Mr. Music, TV, radio, and sports is my business. You're tuned in to Urban Grind Radio. Join us next week and every week on Urban Grind. And don't forget, if you slow up, you won't blow up. Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Thank you so much for coming up here.
You're welcome.
I know we didn't tell you much about what it would be coming in.
No, I'm a vibe. Like,
Yeah.
I go off a vibe and I'm gonna go right in. Like, it's good.
Pictures. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Can I get the Bluetooth up, Arch? He's talking.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
A little bit.
I really don't need to be speaking on this shit. You know
You
how
need music, Arch? I just turned it on for you.
Like, walking my mother. She wanna chill, but this ain't no kickback. Tell my team that I assisted straight to the jet, then I'm gone. Man in a new time zone. I don't know.
I'm gonna go right in.
I don't got a heart, but they don't pay. The body, he fresh out the cage. I'm still the same from minimum wage. They tryna keep up, so they stalking my page. They do what I say, they tryna get saved. They line up for me like they copping the J. I told her get right, start acting your age. Can't believe I tried it. Hey, wanted a diamond choker, soon as her time was over. She wanna ride the road, told her hoe it was close. Crazy. She tried to show out in public, I cut the bitch out like it's nothing. You play. She must have thought I was stupid. I think she was my cousin. Play. She out here wide and telling her friends I'm behind the flying. Child, I never mind them, I'm getting mine. I'm running the flies, got no style. Pop my roast up my drive. That's like books ain't been no copy. As my teeth, I come through smiling. Brand new land, we come through wide. Couldn't get it up, now this pilot. Everybody drip, turn the hood to an island. Last name rich, first name not riding. They my hit, can't claim that body. They my whole damn train my side. Wish I would take one shot. Soon as I drew it, it's far in the cop. Still know it, I can never get caught. They don't pay. They be the body, he fresh out the cage. I'm still from minimum wage. They tryna keep up, so they stalking my page. They tryna get saved. They line up for me like they copping the J. Tell me get right, start same damn time, too bad, same damn time, 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 public war, same damn time, so private party, same damn time.
Gucci made in Italy, barely built them killing it. The way I'm rockin' Jimmy to the work out I'm dealing. She ain't touch it, she got benefit. Bustin' down the Benjamin. Get it up on Louis kicks, that's the way I'm kicking it. Pharaoh Bravo cover me, Puerto Rican Japanese. We laid up at the double tree, yellow ice, a bumblebee, pickery, porky, iPhone, and metro, twerking out the whole thing. My earring, a jelly bean, gangsta leaning, Irene, red eyes, no Visine. I'm loped out on the dream, hard shoes on my jeans, rapping jeans with wings, on my team, trafficking them, yeah, I mean, Facebook. With the spike, go to A's on the flight, mail 100 overnight. Say,